Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name's Corina. Today I'm really excited because we are going to Solvang for the first time. I've never been to Solvang. If you've ever heard of it or if you never have, it is a small city here in California and it is like the cutest little town, and they decorate for all of the holiday season, so for Halloween and for Christmas. I've been wanting to go during the Halloween season so badly, and Secret Solvang and Spooky Tours invited me out, so we have a really fun-filled day of food and wine tours, ghost tours, all these things in Solvang, and I am so excited. It's about a 2-hour drive right now outside of LA, so just be prepared for that. But here are fun things to do, and here's a fun day in Solvang if you are planning a trip to go. Cute. They have the cutest little Halloween donuts. Like, I'm obsessed with these. They're so cute.
We have created the #1 tour company in all of 2024. So you guys are in good hands. I hope I live up to your expectations. Solvang was founded in 1911 by 3 Danish gentlemen. In the 1800s, about 300,000 Danish people moved from Denmark to the Midwest. And they really settled as farmers, so around the Great Lakes, and them to establish a Danish paradise here out west. So they purchased 9,000 acres of the valley for $35 an acre. This is kind of what it looked like. I have an iPad issue background, but it was just, this is what the valley looked like. Dusty, and the town was founded. It looked like just any other Western town. You have a saloon. You can have, like, you know, a gunfight if you wanted. And then this is what it looked like compared to the mission. They have a mission on the other side of town as well. So it's really dusty town. He went back to visit his family in death. And he was inspired because the 3 founders promised a constant Danish paradise, and it just looked like a sad Western town. It's just down the street here, the big one, that's being constructed. And so there are 4 Danish bakeries in Solvang. There's the Solvang Bakery, which is famous for gingerbread houses. The Kardashians, the Vanderpumps, the Terry get theirs. The Kardashians get human-sized ones that, you know, they just put out on their lawn. This bakery, Brooklyn's bakery is extremely fun. So it's built. I'll go into some of the haunted stories on this tour. We don't tell people you want to see the charm in Solvang. Brooklyn's bakery, the owner is Carl Sr. And he was a chain smoker. So he was known to chain smoke while bathing, and he put his cigarettes out, you know, on the counter. But the employees today will see, they'll hear things moving, some dishes being moved. They'll go upstairs into the storage rooms, and cups, plates, things will have moved. One of the dishwashers, I can show you a video. Like, one of the dishwashers said he saw the freezer door wide open and slammed closed. And, you know, in the 1950s, industrial size, the refrigerator door is about 2 pounds. So we could open it, but not that fast. And then there are industrial size mixers, which I could fit into, turn on and off by themselves. So that's a very haunted bakery. There's Mortensen's Bakery across the way, and there is Wilson's Bakery. Hey girl. Okay. That it was an actual postcard. And there was a family that used to run it, the Christiansens. And the mom was the hostess. She would come around to the tables, greet everyone. The town loved her. The father was the baker and the chef in the back. And the son, who helped them out in the restaurant, was the serial killer.
Oh, great.
Curious.
About with us today. This is Thor Christensen. He was active in the late 1970s, if you can tell by the haircut. And so between 1976 and 1979, he hunted young women from UC Santa Barbara. And he had 3 victims that were here in the valley. He would pick them up while they were hitchhiking. So hitchhiking back then wasn't too big of a deal. They'd hop in the car. And when they got in the car, he would shoot them in the head with a .22 caliber pistol, take them out to one of the back roads here, Refugio Canyon and Foxen Canyon. And before he dumped the body, he would commit necrophilia. The last victim here had actually been handing out missing persons flyers for the other 2 girls, or helped her hand those flyers out. Oh my God. So police came when they found the bodies. They questioned about 200 people in the town. Thor was one of them. They confiscated his .22 caliber pistol and let him go. So he got spooked. He went to Oregon for a year, and then he went back to LA. He went down to LA. Of this city. And so there's a little festival here. The hamburger is not part of it. I don't know where that came from. It's not Solvang. But people just do dancing. The whole street's closed down, and they do a parade. They do some dancing, folk music. Here's some of the dancing. And it's meant to celebrate the culture. So the town had about 1,000 residents.
Back here to my hometown and open up our own little ramen shop.
Oh, nice.
We love Japanese food. We love Asian food in general. But ramen especially was one of the first dishes that we made together. So we kind of have this fond memory of that. So we wanted to bring that to people with Solvang. Yeah, we've been doing that for over 6 years now. Our menu is kind of based off of what's at the farmer's market, what's in season. And we kind of just have fun with that. So if anything switches at the market, we switch our menu right away. We put specials on the chalkboard. That way we can just erase them and then make something new. So if you come back 2 weeks in a row, you might have 2 completely different menus.
This is so, yeah, it's a skull, that, the spiders.
My mom cooks a lot. She's Mexican.
So cute.
Yeah, it's just fun to find little treats in there. The second part of our vacation, we actually went back to Japan.
Oh, nice.
So we haven't been back to Japan in about 7 years. In Kyoto, which is known for like kind of appreciating more like produce, seasonal produce. They have how we have like maybe 4 seasons here. They have like 20-something seasons over there. So every other week or so, something.
And they're basically elf houses. So in Danish culture, you know, like kind of we have like the elf on the shelf. Well, if you're missing something, like your keys, your wallet, your phone, they say that the elf took it. So they built them these little houses so they would stay out of trouble. So we copied them here, and they were speakers for Danish days. No, they're just kind of cute. There's 32 of them. If you find all 32, congratulations. Stars apply to fine dining. If Michelin wants to give an honorable mention for an award on dining, it's called the Bit Gourmand. So this restaurant has a Bit Gourmand. It is well deserved. Here is probably my favorite. It's the best, yeah. And also the deli across the way is it's much more than just your average deli. So if you're here later, you get hungry again, or deli.
Okay, let's get it. First glass of wine of the day. Fried onion ring for kids. Those are cool. Wow, that's spicy.
Not the eye.
Too sweet, too savory, too
I think the pork is stuffed. Good pork is nice.
Nice. Wow. Yeah.
Raised beef tongue, also with ink tortilla.
I told you.
Queso presto. We tried to make a little fried onion look like spiders.
On one cool. They need me to be there in front of the house. Buddy, our bridges, those spirits walking back there into the. You'll see like people dressed towards the. Yeah. Chinese restaurant.
Got this chicken sandwich and this really cute drink. So hot out here. Very good.
Amazing. Cheers. That little cheers moment.
Wait, you gotta get in more.
Oh, I was in your.
Oh. We can do it on the camera.
My dream.
Nobody?
It was really good.
Good sandwich.
We got little gelatos that are really cute. The final girl to end this first tour.
Stracciatella. His uncle owned a gelato shop that we work at in the summer, and one year his uncle broke his arm, so he took over the gelato making. Met in Rome, they walked the Palazzo, they fell in love, and I think they did a year-long distance before he moved here. And when he first moved to the United States, he spoke zero English, and he had to work in a lot of kitchens, and he was making gelato in his garage just for fun. And he was working at SY Kitchen, which is a restaurant that has a Michelin star. Very, very good. Santa Ynez, it's really close. And he started putting the gelato, bringing the gelato for everyone at work to try, and it was so good that they put it on the menu. So the first time his gelato was put on a menu was at a Michelin star restaurant, and they knew that he was an immigrant and he wanted to own his own restaurant. He had a dream of providing for his family here.
Ceviche, I would say, is the number one, and then you can move into like fish tacos, Baja fish tacos, shrimp tacos. But yeah, hope you enjoy. Cheers, y'all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy the street stuff out. This is a place we've been around for 6 years. We started up on 4th of July last year. Has been making wine for about 20-something years. She's the first Guatemalan heritage winemaker in America. And we can't wait with final girls because it's always going to be horror. It's our first conversation. What skills do you bring to the zombie apocalypse? And I said, I need to fly a sausage. And bribery. Anyway, so that's that. Hope you enjoy the wines. If you have any questions, please ask away. And I promise I won't be like Pam Bondi, just berating you.
I'm sorry?
Did you make it?
No. I just work in the tasting room. His wife is the winemaker. Here is a carbonic maceration. Sangiovese is what I call the California Kool-Aid. It's my personal favorite. Yes. Where they have a pool and some pizza.
He said it's like a Kool-Aid. He calls it like the Kool-Aid of wines or something. Because you can do it with pizza by the pool. He says it's the Kool-Aid of wines. Or like Kool-Aid something.
Here we go, juice. You know, it's
Oh, I like it.
just adult drink juice, you know? It's fruity.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
This candy shop is so cute. And bark. They have a bark bar.
Taste of California.
Cute. Just finished our first tour of the day. It was a food and also wine tour, but mainly food tour. A lot of fun, really good food, and we were surprisingly pretty full. So now we're going on to a wine and true crime tour for the next like 2 hours. Then we'll have some time in between that we're gonna explore the town, and then we have a ghost tour tonight at 8. So now we're about to check in for this wine and true crime tour, which I love me some true crime.
We're gonna go and we're gonna have like a good time. It's gonna be like, I don't know if you guys are y'all more into wine or true crime or what?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. So a lot of this isn't gonna be like pinky up, raise your crane. Oh, look at the tannins and the hints of chestnut. It's gonna be more like it's gonna be fun. We're going to 3 different places. We're going to Final Girl. Y'all already been there. And then we're gonna go to the High Roller Tiki Lounge. And then we're gonna go to this place called 20 Mile Winery.
Nice.
Our statue is a 1/3 replica of the Little Mermaid statue in Copenhagen, in the harbor in Copenhagen. It was put in Copenhagen in 1924, and for 50 years, nothing happened to it. And then one day, the city of Copenhagen woke up and they found that the statue was decapitated. Yes. They could never find the decapitated head nor the This time, it was decapitated by a group of women who were protesting misogyny because they said that men didn't care about women at all, nothing except their bodies. So they took the head and left the body. Yeah. In the past 10 years, it's been painted the color of the Ukrainian flag, the color of the Russian flag. It has been blown up and found face down, floating. Only about 12% of wineries are owned by women. And what's up, girl? She's Latino, so that's even like 1% of the. Yeah. First wine that you ever had?
Oh, goodness.
It's in America, and they pretend to make wine, and then we actually ended up meeting the French in wine tasting. And the cool thing was,
So now we're jumping into something super fun here. Let's give you the Chenin Blanc. So Chenin Blanc, this is going to be not the classic stuff for Chenin. This is more of a California style. So this is kind of like our standing for a Chardonnay. This is 30% bottle. So see, yeah. And the cool thing about this is you got T-Rex on the label because we got the wolf T-Rex. So that's the T-Rex on it for Jurassic Park.
the young prince of the Napa Valley wine community. He's like, hey man, this is going great, but we need to get bigger. I want to make it bigger. We got to chase after the vehicle. When they approach his vehicle, they find him there. He's taking his own life. Bam, right through the head. The weird part is that after they find his body, as he's taking his own life, they go back to the domicile area.
Yo, Brilliant.
Look at you.
This is our #1 seller here. Brilliant. What we're doing here, so I call this the flagship. We unreduced. It's been #1 seller for like 7 years in a row. This is the oldest red that we have. And also, this is like the richest one we have. Good like steaks, 35. Also great for cheese plates too. That's vintage of 21 here. That's fermented with about 10 months to 20% new French oak. So it's more balanced and also more crunchable. So this is
Johnny, whatever. Yeah. Johnny Bestwood American Dream.
Do you know Argus Hamilton at all?
I do know Argus.
I used
Old
to-
school, man.
I used to take photos for him.
So this guy right here is Reverend Gregerson. This is Reverend Nordentoft, and this is Professor P.P. Hornsel. Every time I say his name, I feel like Beavis and Butthead. Like P.P. Yeah. These are 3 of 300,000 Danes that came over from Denmark to find like a new culture in America. Most of those Danes, they settled in like Middle America, like Ohio, Kansas, Iowa, and these 3 end up to be the original Danish mafia. They dug tunnels that ran from right over here to the wine. It's the Wine Valley Inn, and it goes all the way up here to Alisal Cellars. It goes from the Lansby to the Wine Valley Inn. It cuts over at Mortson's Bakery, that tunnel, and then it goes from the Alisal Cellars apparently to the Mission. And what they did there is they ran alcohol. They ran things like rum and this thing called agavit. Have you guys ever had agavit? Agavit is 47% alcohol, not proof percent, and they drink it like water. It's like ice cold, as frozen as you can freeze. 47% alcohol. Balls, and this is the first paved road, like I was telling you. And the reason why they paved it is because Danes are super like physical people. They like love to exercise and all that, and they love nature. And so Hoey Falls is like this beautiful waterfall that they went down there, and they would just rather spend their money on pleasure. This is Burkholm's Bakery, y'all. So this is the very first bakery like here in Solvang. It came about in 1951. It was owned by this guy named Carl Sr., who passed it down to his kid, Carl's Jr., delicious, passed it down to his son, Carl the Third, or he goes by Thomas, y'all. And Thomas, he owns it now. Thomas has this amazing mustache. In 1951, if you guys look at the second floor right there, that second floor, that was a hotel. But it was the type of hotel that you could pay for by the hour. Yeah.
Right.
So Alisal Cellars is where the tunnels came up, and then you could go take a nap if you want.
Yeah.
And I start reading this thing, and each time there's a guy named Mr. Torrance, and Mr. Torrance, he owns Copenhagen, so he owns this street, right? The MBA, the Men's Business Association, every month they start asking him, "Hey, will you pay Copenhagen?" He goes, "Oh, let me think about it." The next month, "Will you pay Copenhagen?" "Let me think about it." Next month, "Let me think about it." Next month, let me think about it. It goes on for a year. Finally, after a year, they're like, "Hey, Mr. Torrance, will you pay Copenhagen?" And he goes, "Well, let me ask my wife, and I'll tell you." It took him a year to ask his wife what to do, right? And then the next month rolls by, and the arms flew off, fell into our post office. Was these 10 years ago. This 1 year, this man right here, his name is Claxton. Now listen, guys, I don't know a single Claxton, but I assume that all Claxtons look exactly like that dude, right? So that guy, he's a Vaquero, and he is from San Francisco. Now, he's got all kinds of money. He's going through a divorce. He's wanted by the SEC, right? That's what he did. He was like Richard Gere's like character in Pretty Women. He would buy a company and break them up and sell them off into pieces. So the SEC wants him. He's got like a summer home in Napa and everything. He was also the manager of Club 33 for a long time at Disneyland, right? So like,
Disney.
so okay, cool, dude. We're gonna have so much fun in here. So Michael, because of that, he liberated a bunch of Disney stuff. I'm gonna show it to you. And also, that's my windmill. Yeah, I saved it. It was a 3-term mayor's, and they were gonna knock it down, and like it was all like shattered and stuff. I had to put like new wood on it and like repaint it and do it all that. Like I saved it.
Dude.
So, thank you. So Michael is also, he's like a semi-professional gambler. So he lives here sometimes and he lives in Vegas at other times. He's a huge like pinup person. Do you guys know who Betty Page is? Right. She's like that prototypical, like she has the bangs and everything, and she's the one that gets pictures of her being spanked. So that's something you gotta get.
That's amazing.
Oh, I love
Yes.
it.
So Walt Disney could have any tiki hat that he ever wanted in his had that one up on his porch. So it's not if you guys are into tiki, but this is one of the original, I guess, members from Tiki, the original Tiki Club in Hawaii. It just there's all kinds of like there's trivia and stuff, but it's like open all the time. And if you guys want, please take a seat after you're done doing photos. Sometimes when I go down there, I'll actually do the Laugh Factory.
So it's going to be white wine with a little bit of watermelon, elderflower, and lime.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for your family heritage, man.
Yeah, of course.
What an amazing.
I think the belly
Super
room
good.
upstairs in the Comedy Store is like bullet.
And they went and they talked to Disney. They're like, hey, Walt, those birds are listening to our business. And then they're repeating our business back to. And you know whose business that is? It's not your business. It's our business. And Walt was like, I got you. So he took those tiki birds out of Club 33 and gave them their own room and put Dole Whip right beside it. And now it's welcome to the show. The tiki. That's how they got there, right? That's crazy. Y'all want to know one of the most dangerous places in the world to be is in Orlando, and directly behind Cinderella's castle. There have been over 200 murders. There have been over 200 arsonies. There's thousands of like grand theft and all kinds of weirdness. Would you like to know why that is?
Why?
Because in Philadelphia, if they don't have the exact GPS coordinates of where a crime took place, the Philadelphia Police Department was told to put in the GPS ordinance to Orlando right directly behind Cinderella's castle. Right? That's crazy, right? Dude, and she spent her last night out with her friends, and they went to Pizza Hut and the mall. Puts his hand on the doorknob to go in. He looks over and he sees Trisha's tennis shoes like sitting up, and he's like, I wonder why Trisha's tennis shoes are there. And then he walks over to Trisha's tennis shoes and he finds his daughter stabbed 17 times. 2001, Los Angeles, California. This is Ashley. Ashley, y'all, is super popular. She went to LA to become a fashionista. People love her. She's like really good at fashion too. She's got all kinds of crazy friends. That she's even dating this guy right here, Ashton Kutcher, right? So Ashton and her are going to go out on a date, and it's Grammy night. And Ashton calls her up, and he knocks on her door.
Yep.
No answer. And he rings the doorbell. No answer, right? He's like, I'm Ashton Kutcher. It's super good looking. How did I ever get stood up, right? So he tries to open up the door. He's like, oh, it's locked. It's a party house. He's like, oh, maybe I am getting stood up. He presses his face up against the window to see what's in there. And all he can see is basically there's a red wine that's spilled, right? And he's like, I guess I am getting stood up. I'm just going to go home. So Ashton ends up going back home. The next morning, when Ashley's roommates come in, she comes back after hanging out. She walks in. She sees the spilled wine, and she's like, oh, I gotta clean this crap up. I didn't even make this. And she walked over. She finds Ashley stabbed 47 times.
Jesus.
It goes all over LA. It's on the news, everything. Watching the news is Ashley. Right? 2005, El Monte, California. This is Maria. Maria, y'all, she's having trouble in her marriage. To her apartment, he goes into the room. Goes to present her with the flowers, and he finds her stabbed 27 times.
God.
Not only does he find her stabbed 27 times, but she has breast augmentations. They have been ripped out. One of them has been shoved in her mouth, and the other one is missing. She is our final girl. She survives, y'all. She's made it, y'all. They end up slowing things down. They try to blame it on other people. One of the people you might remember back when they were like, but so he is going to be going through the court system very soon. So that all happened. That if you want, you can come right here and you'll see the little marker. It has from Ohio.
Wow, that's crazy.
Okay. So those are Nissa houses. Nissas are mischievous elves that'll steal your sunglasses, your earrings, your necklace, your purse, your camera. Nice. His name is Cowboy. Cowboy! Completely Christensen family oriented, right? It was amazing. It was so good. People loved it, and it was perfect because the dad, he was a trained chef in Denmark, and it was his dream when he came to America to make sure that he got a restaurant. He finally got it. Yay, dreams. What he did was he stole a Prince 22, and he would drive his car to Santa Barbara to UCSB right over in Isla Vista, and he would pick women up who were hitchhiking. After he picked them up, he would take them to a deserted road. When he got them out from the deserted road, he would take out his gun, shoot them away. And then after they were dead, he had sex with them. Then when he was done with their bodies, he deposited them in the canyons. Like, this is a 246, right? His mission. If you go all the way down, you'll go, and all the way down Mission, you're going to run into the Pacific Ocean, right? About halfway from that, there's a place called Longboat. About halfway from that, there's a Drum Canyon Road. You got the body long as ours. And you can see right there, y'all. You can see right there, it says Thorwald Christensen, rest in peace. But we think they misspelled burn in hell. Yeah. Hopefully someone's here. It's always, okay, cool. Now, yes. So this is owned by my friend Jeff. And sometimes Anthony is here. Let's see real quick. Before Jeff bought this place, it was another tasting room. And the reason why that tasting room dry.
2 sweets. Okay. So we have for you. Oops. Here we go. We have a peach supreme.
Oh yeah.
Ed, oh.
We're rich. Yeah.
But
Oh,
yeah.
I like this one.
That place
Peach
is
Supreme.
amazing. You're
This one's good.
crazy.
Yeah. Actually, it's really sweet.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, dig in. I have
cute.
plenty breads too.
Okay, thank
You ready for your next pour?
Yes.
Okay.
You live here?
I live at Lake Kachuma, which is
Ooh,
right
the
down
mushroom
here.
one.
That one's good.
Okay.
So,
That
Very
mushroom
robust.
one is good.
Genetics.
Very mushroomy.
are you right now?
Balsamic.
I was up
Was that
there not too long ago because my sister
Yeah, so
and
this one is
my
garlic and
now
herb. It has
brother-in-law
balsamic
got married
and
at the
almond
Santa Barbara
together.
Courthouse.
Okay.
I like that
Okay,
one
this
too.
is the habanero.
I love it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I'll stay away
This is
from
my
those.
first time.
I don't like the
All of our
spicy,
first
but she
time.
loves
And then
it.
this
Oh,
one
cool,
is
alright.
basil.
Oh.
Habanero over here. This is a basil here.
For sure. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, I like this one.
This one's
What is this? The triple berry?
Blackberry.
Oh, were we
Yeah,
going in that
blackberry.
order? Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
I like this one.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the.
Well, I'm glad it ended up beating you three.
Yeah, it was like our own private tour.
I know.
All right, and I would understand them.
Yeah.
Pomegranate.
It's really funny.
I like the blackberry better, I think, of the pomegranate.
Situation.
It was fine because they actually that road that you take to drive up to the
Yeah.
house right there. That's where the
I like
gate
this one. I
was
don't know
to
what
the
it
house that I
looks
lived in.
Nice.
So we got to
Oh,
come in and
Ollie
out.
is,
But
but I
then
like this
people
one.
started like parking and like blocking us in, and it was just like, oh,
Annoying.
it took so long to get.
I like this one. It kind of
That's
tastes
my-
like juice.
That's my fave. That's dangerous. Ooh.
I like this one. It tastes like juice.
How much is that? Oh, it's 32. Okay.
What's your favorite then?
All right, pop up triple berry for sure. Yeah.
Really? I think my favorite is still blackberry.
You think?
And then
It's
I think
between
still,
these two.
I think still blackberry, olali berry, and then triple berry, and peach supreme, and then the pomegranate sauce for me, I think. So we just finished our wine tour, and it was so good. If you guys ever come to Solvang, book John on the true crime and wine tour because it was so good. He's so funny. He's very good at storytelling, so it was really fun. And we just finished that now. It's like 5 o'clock-ish. He hung out with us a little bit after the tour too, just because we like wanted to keep talking to him and wanted him to say, give us so many like tips and tricks on like what else to do while we're here for the rest of the day. So we have a couple of hours that we're gonna spend shopping and just checking out some other shops that we haven't seen yet because there's so much to do and see here. So we'll do that in the meantime, and then around 8 o'clock is when our ghost tour starts, which I'm so excited for. But if you guys book any of these like food and wine tours, they're so So good, such a good bang for your buck. We were so full off that food and wine tour, the first one, and now we have like a good wine buzz going on this second one. So highly recommend Vanessa and Wes for the food and wine tour, and then John for the true crime and wine tour. Okay, we've been shopping around, looking at different stuff, trying to just kind of buy time right now. Also got much colder, so I have a little puffer jacket on, but it's almost 8 o'clock, so we're heading over to where our ghost tour is gonna be. This ghost tour should be like an hour and a half, so we'll see. These are expected to go off tonight. We also have like a very big tour, so this will be fun, but she said these are definitely going to be going off tonight.
We were established in 2012 by two best friends. Tours in 4 cities in California: San Francisco, Solvang, Los Angeles, and Temecula. And in 2024, we were rated the #1 tour guide company in all of North America. So you guys are in good hands. I hope I don't disappoint you. This is an interactive tour. So you guys have all gotten EMF readers. Is going to red. There's most likely going to be some sort of spirit around. If your phone is lit up and it's next to your phone, it will go off. And there are a couple places in the city that have an electrical grid underneath, and they'll go off there. And there are a lot of places that there's not an electrical grid. So let's see. We love to share a little bit about the architecture and the history and the founding of Solvang, just because it's such a cute, unique town. Join me in a summoning spell to invite any spirits who wish to share their presence tonight. Please close your eyes. To the earth and those who lie beneath, to the paths we will walk and to those who tread them before us, to the homes since destroyed and to those they once housed, to the city and its echoes. Know we come in blessing and we wish you only peace. Please take these opportunities to communicate with us tonight. Jamal Danish Mafia. This is Reverend Gregerson, Reverend Toff, and P.P. Hornsild. His name is Peter, but he goes by P.P. And these are the 3 guys that founded Solvang in 1911. They had a dream of establishing a Danish colony out west. In the 1800s, about 300,000 Danish people immigrated to the U.S. Here, the most haunted house here in Solvang. Photography studio, but so this is a haunted house. Used to live here. The house was purchased and erected in 1911, and it was from a Sears catalog, and it was originally blood red, was the paint color. So imagine being raised in a blood red house. I also noticed that the stairs are like very close to the window, so I'm not really sure. Maybe it looked in the catalog. He was the postmaster at the time, and the post office burned down in California. And so we moved the post office into here. He died in the clawfoot with his wife, Clara, took over. Secret Garden Salon. So Secret Garden Salon is when the most haunted activity happened there. And my boss is great. He loves to do research. He likes to talk to people and experience versus a story of a story. So there's a client that was a here. She still lives in Solvang, and her name is Leslie. And she was having a service done. I think she's having her hair done. So it's like nails, hair, tanning, everything. And she's getting ready to go out. And she stepped forward and leaned into the mirror to put on her lipstick. She heard something above her, and she saw a little dust. She looked up, and the chandelier that was by the front door detached itself from the ceiling and shattered behind her. And it's an old house, I can hate it. But when she told us the story, it's like her whole body got goosebumps. It just felt off. And there's a woman named Christina who worked at the salon for a long time. And she had a client. She was doing nails. It was just the 2 of them. And they heard walking around upstairs. They heard footsteps, unmistakable, slow pacing footsteps. And we asked them to answer yes or no questions. And so when you're holding them, you just hold them lightly in the middle. You want to make sure you're not covering the bottom or covering the top, because we want them to be able to move, freely. And you ask a question. You say, "Is there someone here? Is there a spirit here that would like to talk
tonight. Yes. Open now. Thank you. Don't be shy. Will a male spirit here speak with us? Okay, so this seems like a yes. Good. I'm gonna go sending tools. I will say I haven't ever got anything here. One guide says there is an electrical grid. Another guide and our owner says there's not. So we'll see what we get. Yeah, it gets high here. So this is the Red Viking. It's the most haunted restaurant in Solvang, and it's a place where people have seen actual apparitions. So there was an owner named Mr. Nud, and he started the restaurant, owned it, absolutely loved it, and this is a very like poltergeisty location, which just mean things move. So there's been a lot of pots and pans that have come off the walls. There's been dishes that have been thrown to the floor, and dishwasher. So we spoke to the manager when we were like asking, we heard this is haunted. Do you have any stories?
His wife was made outside. And had so when he was like she was telling me and then it's like, oh, there's a lady there.
Kardashians and the Vanderpumps and Prince Harry love to buy them. The Kardashians like to get human-sized gingerbread houses to just put on the lawn of their multiple houses. Promised to them when they first settled. So he went to Ferg and said, please, I would love you to, do my business into the same Danish architectural style. And he said, well, what kind of business do you own? And he's like, is it a restaurant? Like, remind me, cafe? It was a furniture store, but it was also can you read that? Undertaking and licensed embalming. So it's a foundation. You have a bed, for life and a bed for death. Dismantling the mortuary, he wanted to make a 1/3 replica of the Rudentarn, which is a famous structure in Copenhagen. Sure, loved astronomy. So, and so you'll notice, now it's Tower Pizza. This is an Airbnb up here. So we were hoping he didn't use the ovens from the mortuary, and now to make pizzas. Well, you notice there, and this is a place that we have found a lot of different activity, and we think it is because of the mortuary. So, is there a spirit? Is there a spirit here that would like to speak with us tonight? Is there a spirit here where we're standing that would like to speak with us tonight? A Spanish spirit, maybe. Will a spirit come through? Oh, wait. I think I heard yes.
I heard yeah.
You guys heard yes. Okay, that was a pretty clear yes. That's what it felt like. Okay. I'm going to start asking questions and then just call out any words you think you hear. Wisdom, will you say someone's name in the group?
Veronica said,
My name is Vanessa.
don't do that.
Okay, so we have a bossy spirit here. Somewhere in their building, outside, inside. And if Danish royalties visited the bakery, they could put a crown on top of it. So Queen Marguerite has visited Solvang 3 times, twice as a princess and once as a queen. She knighted Ferdinand for his contribution to Solvang, so he's Sir Ferdinand. And this is the most haunted bakery. So it was started in 1951 by Carl Senior. And he took out a $10,000 loan to open it. A woman walked in, tasted his butter cookies, and said, I want one on every flight. And she was the owner of Continental Airlines.
When they go upstairs, get like cups or plates or plates or whatever, they pay for your thing. So it's It's from what we need over there.
Cheating on his wife. They're still married, and so there's some, videos of them at state dinners, and it's super awkward. And so, so the mission was started. It was constructed dress. They've had no hauntings since then, and absolutely nothing was inside. They had taken the trash out, so it was completely empty. She closed it, relieved, came back out away from the dumpster towards the alley, and she heard the crying again. So then she walked back to the dumpster and it stopped. So we don't know. She didn't see anything in there, but she said it was one of the most disturbing things that she's ever experienced. 8, starring Kirk Douglas, called The Vikings. The truth is that most Vikings were actually buried under the ground, just like a lot of us are. And they're surrounded by what are called Viking funeral stones. So Queen Marguerite, she loves Solvang. She gifted us, the city of Solvang, one of these authentic Viking burial stones. The one you're leaning up against. No big deal. Yeah. It has the date 9/11 AD, and it traveled directly from Copenhagen. So there was a really cool unveiling ceremony for this, and it's just been a lot of fun to have in the park. It's who are with us tonight here in Solvang. We appreciate your stories, and we wish you love, light, and peace. 1, 2, 3.
That is a wrap on our Solvang day. We've done so much. We are so tired. All of the tours were amazing. I'll link everything down below and our tour guides' names from all of today. That way if you guys want to book them, they were amazing. Vanessa, Wes, John. So if you're ever in Solvang, definitely do these tours. If you've been to Solvang before and there's things that I should have done, let me know down below in the comments. I definitely do want to come back for a whole weekend, but if you enjoyed this video, please give it a huge thumbs up. Click that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys in the next video.